check out this knife, you guys. Check out the knife right here. Boom, check that out. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Miguel and you're watching Miguel EDC, the channel where we go over everything EDC gear. Here today we're doing an unboxing of this knife, and as you can see by the title of the company right there on the box, this is a Cavol knife. Cavol, I believe that is how it's pronounced. That is their logo right there. This knife came as part of Lefty EDC's knife pass around, and I got it from your boy JD for EDC. Go check out his channel if you haven't already. And I'll be honest with you, you're probably wondering how come this one is not on a box or a package of some sort. I literally got this knife the day before Thanksgiving. I was gonna be out of town for about 4 days, and I just couldn't resist. Honestly, I just couldn't resist. We also get these knives for a very limited amount of time, for about 6 to 7 days before we have to send it back to, or send it forward to the next YouTuber that's going to be reviewing the knife. So I definitely had to make the time count. So forgive me, you're not going to see necessarily my first impressions out of the box. I have seen the knife, but I do want to share the unboxing experience with you guys, because it might be the first time you see this knife. Now, this is the Cavol, I believe it's called Ripback, R-I-B-C, Ripback, because otherwise it'll be like Ryback, and kind of sounds like, hey, I'll be right back. I'll be back. You know what I mean? So I think it's maybe Ripback. I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments how it's pronounced. But by the way, this knife is going to be linked down below. So if I find any affiliate links, I'll be putting them down there, regardless of whether I'm affiliated with the company brand or not. So you guys can check it out. That being said, I got a little pull tab right here. By the way, I love this container box looking thing. It's pretty unique. I haven't seen a box like that. Also get a somewhat of an iPhone sort of experience, you know, opening this thing. But check out this knife, you guys. Check out the knife right here. Boom. So this is gonna be a big boy. This is gonna be a big boy right here, this thing. Let's go ahead and take it out of the box. That is the only thing there. And let's go ahead and slide it back inside. All right, and get that out of the way here. Boom. Check out this knife. Now, yes, you're absolutely right. It looks weird, funky, and unique all in one right off the bat as folded. Now wait until I open this blade. Check this out. You ready? I don't think you're ready for this. If you're ready for this, go ahead and smash that like button right now. That lets me know you guys are ready. And without further ado, here we go. Boom, check that out. Check out the blade on this thing. I'm telling you, when I first saw this thing, I'm like, what in the Betty Crocker are we looking at here? But man, this is interesting. So definitely a large knife. Got that going right off the bat. Interesting how the handle swoops up like this here instead of down. So that was different. Yeah, this is unique in its own way. So yeah, this handle style. And let's not even mention, what about this blade right here? Check this out. So compound grind going on here. Flat grind right here towards the front, right there. And then a hollow grind going on towards the back. So that is something. It is also recurve right there. So this is recurve here. Oof, nice and clean edge, no dings or nothing. No flipper on this bad boy, so you can reverse flick, boom. And you could probably also thumb deploy. Let's see. All right, come on, Miguel. Let me see. Let me not put any additional weight on the lock bar. I've been known for doing that in the past. Okay, can I even slow roll it? I think what it is I'm probably putting pressure on the lock bar, you know, without realizing it. That could be why. So lock bar blocking mechanism here. It is a frame lock indeed. This guy is on, yeah, ball bearings. Ball bearings going on here. Check out the design right here, how the scales in the back meet with one another. I'm gonna move my hand out the way you can see through it. Kind of creates these oval patterns, you know, pill shape going on right there, which is pretty interesting. No milling going on. Actually, there might be a little bit of milling right here with the brand right there. Other than that, I mean, it got some substantial weight to it. Not the lightest, not the heaviest. And a very good deep pocket carry clip, which is not reversible. It works on one side but it wouldn't work on the other side because of the design right here. So a little bit of nitpicking right there. The pocket clip is very, very functional, it looks like. Very similar style to other pocket clips I've seen. I don't know about the 3 lines right here for the stress release here on the lock bar, but I'll definitely check that out more throughout EDC use. Very nice and aligned blade right there, and it's difficult to see because it's all black. There you go, that's a better angle. Nice and aligned blade. I like the pivot design right there too. That's pretty neat also. And you got the frag pattern going on one side. I feel like that's pretty unique there. Frag pattern going on, and then nice and just flat on the other side, which is pretty nice, pretty nice. So as far as blade goes, this one is coated. It is an M390 steel going on there. Pretty common with premium knives, M390. And again, you got the combination here. First of all, check out that tip. That is going to be like, you know, Kershaw leak style type of tip right there. That's going to do some damage. Very, very pokey tip right there, as Nick Chavas would say. And I mean, check it out. It is a long knife. So let's see. Typical comparisons here next to the PM2. Forget about that. It's definitely larger than the PM2, larger than the Para 3, obviously. We have the Demko AD 20.5. We have the Shark's Foot and the clip point. Both there are going to be on the medium range, so of course smaller than the Ripback. And you have the Rat Model 1 right here. This might be probably the closest contender, and somehow it's even larger than that. Check that out. So larger than the Rat Model 1, and of course larger than the Rat Model 2. So yeah, I mean, did I mention it's a long knife? It is certainly a long knife. This is not a full review or anything, but if I can find my tape measure, I'll give you an overall length right here. This bad boy is coming in at 8 3/4 inches. That is something. That is a 1/4 inch shorter than 9 inches. So yeah, check your local laws, because in most places, if they have knife blade length restrictions, this one might not be legal. But man, do you have a functioning blade right here. I can see the recurve blade portion here putting in work for cutting, because that's always more inclined to cut as compared to a straight edge or a belly edge. I noticed there's no forward choke, but honestly, you sort of don't need a forward choke because you can bear down right here close to the edge. All right, I feel like this is perfectly made for you to put your thumb like that, and boom, you can go to town right there, right? Make some good cuts, poke as needed. And again, this portion right here is a flat grind, so you could even cut like that, depending on the situation. I wouldn't pry with this thing whatsoever. Again, guys, knives, all right, let me let you guys in a little secret here. All right, lean in real quick, because I'm going to tell you a little secret here. This is important. Guys, knives are not prying tools. I know, I said it. Knives are a cutting tool, not a prying tool. So if you're prying with this knife and you break the tip, I don't know, that you play dumb games, you win dumb prizes, but I wouldn't recommend that. Of course, it is meant for cutting and just poking, if anything. And reverse grip. Oh, the reverse grip is perfect, right? I feel like this right here lends itself to index and middle finger there, a little crease there, and boom, you still got plenty of handle going on. And get your cuts going this way, get your cuts that way. You can put your thumb here, but this would be more of like a, further back in the handle type of grip in order to make that work, right? And make that comfortable. But otherwise, if you grip a little bit closer to the edge, I would naturally want to rest my thumb here. Some jimping here would have been nice too. That's maybe a little bit of nitpicking. Is it drop shutty? Yeah, for the most part. A little bit of KPL maybe. If you wanted to tune it a little bit more, it is again on ball bearings, and it is a longer blade, so it has to be drop shutty just by design, just by the physics of it, right? Long blade with ball bearings has to be drop shutty, and some lubrication would go a long way there. Can it cut paper? Probably, right? It definitely should cut some paper. Not that we're proving anything here, but yeah, it definitely will cut paper. So with some nice swirls going on right there. And I'm telling you, that recurved edge and the fact that it's a longer blade. Now, I want to say, Yes, you do have a longer cutting edge. However, as far as slicing goes, you're still working with sort of this length right here, because the moment it hits this tip, like this is what's gonna happen, right? So check it out. So that's gonna cut, and then yeah, once you hit the tip, it tapers off. So you're either using, the thing about a compound grind, you're either using one grind or the other. So you can use both as you would with just a, you know, single grind type of blade. So that's something to keep in mind right there. It cut right there in the towards the end. Yeah, anytime I hit the tip, that's what's gonna happen, right? So maybe if I keep it, hold on, let's get a fresh start here, shall we? There it is. So it can cut. It's just for those longer slices. You see, it will cut right here too. See, I can get a lot of work done with the flat grind portion of the blade. Check that out. So yeah, you want to use one or the other, but it gets a little bit weird, finicky if you use both, because by the time you hit this tip here, it's gonna want to catch on the paper, as demonstrated right there. And a very pokey tip, of course. Let's check out some cardboard. Let's see. All right, when cutting cardboard, don't cut perpendicular like this, but rather at an angle like that, and it will look something like this. That was one nice clean cut right there for sure. Boom. So the recurve portion is gonna cut. I wonder if the flat portion, yeah, that flat portion cuts just as much as you can see there. And yes, I would probably use the recurve portion the most. But yeah, it can definitely cut both. There's absolutely no doubt about that. And it is a big boy, no doubt about that. So you can thumb deploy this guy, do the slow roll. I'm telling you, because of how far back the handle is, I'm trying to find a way where I'm not putting additional pressure on the lock bar, like for the thumb deployment here. Boom, there it is. Okay, so I just needed to, so if I rest my fingers on the pocket clip here, there it is. Okay, so yeah, there's a little bit of trickery to it, of course. I feel like if I do it more towards back here than up here, that's gonna help a bit there. So boom, yep. So thumb deployment, and you have reverse flick, of course. You know, you could deploy like this if you wanted to. Well, that is one way, by pinch gripping the blade in the opening section right there. But yeah, big boy right here, the Cavol Ripback, or Ripback. You guys, I'll be right back. Okay, I just couldn't help myself. I'll stop now. So there you have it. That is the unboxing and first impressions on this knife right here from Cavol Knives. Check it out right there in its full glory. Of course, it is, you know, first impressions style video. So I'll of course need to EDC this guy for the next few days before I have to send it forward to the next reviewer, which will be very soon. So I'm not gonna have necessarily a ton of time with this knife, but I'll try my best to gather as much feedback on this bad boy before shooting the review video to the channel. Guys, chances are there are two other unboxings for you to check out. The Demko AD 20.5 Shark Cup right here with the slicer blade, and we have the Devo Knives nip right here to check out also. So I'll put a card for these two right here on the screen for you to check out next, guys. Hit the like button, subscribe. Check out the Patreon link where you can support their channel for as little as $1 a month. If you made it to the end, you guys are the real MVPs. I love you all. Take care. See you on the next one. Peace.